youngsters or the delinquents who are involved in such offences, they take a lot of inspirations from the media, from the films.
तो मैंने कोर्स कर रखा है काउंसलिंग का, तो फिर मैंने उससे बात करना शुरू किया.
It's been a week of phenomenal women, all women in uniform, taking on misogyny at multiple levels and showing us what true professionalism means. On the show this evening, the lady singer who averted a suicide bid on the 18th floor of a building in Mumbai. She's joining us live in 2 minutes from now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Shreya Dhoundial.
Good evening. I'm Marya, Shakil. Also on Epicentre this evening, the political earthquake that has Arvind Kejriwal running for cover. Our expose on Aam Aadmi Party lying about their donations has reached the doors of the Election Commission. Before we begin, a look at these headlines. Caught on camera, how a lady inspector's sharp thinking prevents a suicide bid on the 18th floor of a building. She says she was just doing her job.
The Aam Aadmi Party's diversionary tactics in full flow. The party demonstrates allegedly how EVMs can be tampered with on the floor of the House in Delhi, but no questions on the 2 crore rupee bribery charges.
Aam Aadmi Party in big trouble after CNN News 18 exposes discrepancies in reporting donations. The Income Tax Department initiates prosecution proceedings for falsification of documents.
A Nirbhaya in custody. A woman is brutalized, chilies and a bottle inserted inside her private parts while she is in police custody. A Jammu court has ordered a probe, but the state's health minister is questioning her character.
And remove your bra and jeans if you want to take the NEET examination in Kerala. The CBSE suspends teachers after a bizarre dress code humiliates students and parents. On top of Epicentre this evening, a video that has a nation saluting a lady inspector for her quick thinking and professionalism.
That's right, and what you are about to see on your screens now is how Senior Inspector Shalini Sharma of the Chembur Police Station averted a suicide bid. It took her 3 hours and a very supportive colleague to pull it off. Just take a look. This is the scene on the 18th floor of a building in Mumbai. The lady in the pink and yellow salwar kameez with her head covered is a 32-year-old well-to-do lawyer who wants to end her life by jumping off this building. By now, Inspector Shalini Sharma of the Mumbai Police is sitting a few meters away from her, trying to reason with her. She also has a piece of white paper in her hand. The cop trained by Scotland Yard has to somehow convince this lady not to commit suicide. She speaks to her, tells her to write down why she wants to commit suicide on this piece of paper. She then pretends to pass her this paper to divert her attention. Smelling a chance, Inspector Shalini Sharma's colleague, who's standing nearby, grabs the lady lawyer from behind and then moves her to safety.
Shreya just described her as Lady Singham. In fact, she joins us live. Shalini Sharma, Inspector of Chembur Police Station, is live with us. Thank you so much for your time here on Epicentre, Shalini. Tell us about those very tense 3 hours and what gave you that confidence that perhaps you will be able to convince the lady who wanted to end her life and give her that hope to live. Shalini, if you could hear me, tell us about those 3 hours.
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I'll ask that question to you again. I'm asking that question that when you were trying to counsel the person who was trying to commit suicide, what made you think that you will be able to convince the lady? And you know, she was attempting to commit suicide, she wanted to end her life, and you gave her that hope to live.
Yes, good evening. I would like to quote that in this type of crisis situation I have been trained. We Mumbai police have a special trained officers, and I was lucky to get opportunity to get myself trained in London, which was sent by the Maharashtra state government and Mumbai police and funded by Rotary Club. So in 2010 I took a training for 2 weeks with Peel House, New Scotland Yard College, and after coming in 2010, 2011 we formed a team of 14 officers. So because of my training and getting the knowledge and acquired by the negotiation skills, I was very confident. So we have been taught how to face this crisis situation and how to bring out the victims out of the danger zone, and our motive is to save life. So this made me to be very confident. And previously in 2013 I got experience again for 3 hours when the 17 years girl was trapped on 7th floor outside the building ledge. That was more risky, and the girl was very small. So after 3 hours convincing, I was able to save. So my knowledge and professional skill training, as well as my last experience, I was very confident that I can also rescue this victim.
So Shalini, essentially you have done it before and you are a pro. Just take us through these visuals. When is it that you got the call? I believe this video was shot on the 5th of this month. Tell us when you got the call, when you got there, what did you tell you? You were having a conversation with this lady, you were counseling this lady in the salwar kameez. We are not putting her name out, but you counseled her for almost 3 hours. What were you telling her? In that entire 3 hours, what was your attempt? What were you trying to tell her?
Initially, see, in this type of crisis, because that girl was not speaking, and just on her body language and the gestures, I was able to make out that she needs a help, plus she is in a crisis. And first, initially, I have to see that our communication goes one-to-one, and we should have a trust in between both of us. So once I gave my identity, because she was not happy with the local police, and she never wanted police to be there or fire brigade to be there, and she wanted to see that we all are out, and she wanted to click some more photographs, which she said that if she wants to click the poses, which we will have a objection. So she said that you remove everybody out of the site, and let me click the photographs, and then I will say what I want to say.
But
so it took long. Yes.
But Shalini, you're talking about those 3 hours. How did you manage to build that one-to-one connection? You were insisting that there should be that personal connection that should be built with the person who was committing suicide. And how did you manage to do that in those 3 hours? How did you get that trust from her?
See, when this type of situation, the victims they lay some demands. So it is not always a negotiator has to fulfill the demands, but to some extent which is feasible demands, like she said she never wanted to see any of the cops or the fire brigade there. So I was able to vacate the place and sit alone, and I have to forget that I'm a cop. So when I have to forget that I'm a cop, and then my body language and the way I talk, and this is all the soft skills which are being taught to us. And when I gave my identity and I said that I have been sent by the my police team and I'm here, and they have sent me to talk to you why you are here and what is your identity and how I can help her. and after it took 45 minutes to 1 hour to make her to open her mouth, and she started speaking to me. I talked whether she is what type of crisis she has, but she was very stubborn, and maybe
Shalini,
she was
Shalini,
that
very quickly.
deep.
We are seeing these pictures on our screens where you are holding a white paper and you're trying to pass that white paper to her, and your colleague then quickly comes and grabs this lady from behind. What was that about? Why were you trying to divert her? I know you're looking at the pictures on your screens.
Yes. It took 2.5 hours me to reach where you can see it was like before when I started initially, it was more than 15 feet I was away, and in between she stood once and she was trying to look down 18 floors. So when she was looking and she went to the danger zone, that time I took that opportunity and ran towards on the opposite wall, and I started walking on the knees and to see how deep and what is the down preparation, what happens if there is a risk. And slowly I created, while talking, I diverted his mind because she was thinking, she was having that pet dialogues that there is nothing left, and I was trying to put it that everything is there in the life. And that conversation and making her talk emotionally, talking about family background and giving her why she should not fall, and that took me very close to her. And in between, we had a good coordination with my fire brigade and police team.
And that clearly worked.
That
clearly worked. That coordination really worked. Shalini Sharma, appreciate your time here on Epicentre. And thanks for telling us all that you went through, perhaps. And she said clearly, Shreya, that she knows it all.
She's a pro. She was doing her job, she says.
She was just doing her job.
We certainly need more women like you. Shalini Sharma, thank you very much for being our guest on Epicentre at 7. Thank you very much indeed. It was also a day of high drama at Delhi's assembly, where the Aam Aadmi Party, beset by corruption charges, chose the day to tell the world how EVMs can be tampered with. Defeated, cornered, exposed. Another Kejriwal shoot and scoot bid. The assembly turns into an EVM classroom. Is this a desperate attempt to deflect bribery charges? No answers on the 2 crore bribe. No answers on IT summons. No answers on land deal charges. No answers, only drama. The Kejriwal assembly drama.
So what really happened in the assembly, in the Delhi assembly? Aam Aadmi Party MLA Saurabh Bhardwaj used an unverified EVM machine to prove the party's long-standing charge that EVM machines can be tampered with, just to justify their humiliating drubbing in the recent Punjab assembly polls and the MCD elections in Delhi. Bhardwaj claims that secret codes can be entered into EVM machines to make sure that every vote cast can be diverted towards just one party. We'll just get you a glimpse of that demonstration.
इस मशीन के अंदर टेक्नोलॉजी वाइज मैं आपको बताना चाहूं कि 2 यूनिट्स होती हैं. एक ये जो यूनिट है, ये मैं आपको सबको बताता हूं, ये कंट्रोल यूनिट होती है. कंट्रोल यूनिट के अंदर वोट इकट्ठे किए जाते हैं. जो दूसरी यूनिट होती है, इसको बैलेट यूनिट कहा जाता है. बहुत सारे लोगों ने इस बैलेट यूनिट को देखा होगा. हम जब वोट डालने जाते हैं तो जिस पार्टी को हम वोट डालना चाहते हैं उस पार्टी के सामने वाला हम बटन दबाते हैं और वोटर को दिल में ऐसा यकीन होता है कि मेरी वोट उस पार्टी को चली गई. ये हम आपको बताना चाहते हैं कि इसके सीक्रेट कोड हैं. जिस पार्टी के पास है वो उस सीक्रेट कोड को इस मशीन के अंदर दाखिल करके अपनी पार्टी को जिता सकता है. इस मशीन के अंदर ये हमारे सीक्रेट कोड्स हैं. और अगर आपने 10 बजे तय कर लिया है कि अब आपको बीजेपी को जिताना है और अब जो वोट इस बूथ के अंदर डलेगी, बटन चाहे कोई भी दबे, वो वोट सिर्फ और सिर्फ कमल पे जाएगी, तो उसका कोड है 123414.
सौरभ भारद्वाज जी, जो खुद एक कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर हैं और चिप्स की टेक्नोलॉजी में काफ़ी काम कर चुके हैं, उन्होंने दिल्ली विधानसभा में ये दिखाया कि हमारे देश के अंदर ईवीएम के साथ छेड़छाड़ कैसे की जा रही है. उन्होंने दिखाया कि कितना आसान है छेड़छाड़ करना और बहुत बड़े स्तर के ऊपर छेड़छाड़ की जा रही है। ये देश के लिए बहुत बड़ा खतरा है, जनतंत्र के लिए बहुत बड़ा खतरा है और देश के हर नागरिक को इसके खिलाफ आवाज उठानी पड़ेगी। हम तो कह रहे हैं आप अपनी ईवीएम दे दीजिए, उसका मदरबोर्ड चेंज करना है, 90 सेकंड लगते हैं, वो अपनी ईवीएम देंगे, उसका मदरबोर्ड चेंज करके दिखा देंगे।
So we got a long lecture and a long class in how to tamper EVMs, but we didn't get a word about why the donations that Arvind Kejriwal's party, the Aam Aadmi Party, has got are reported differently in different places. There is one figure that is in the banks, there's another figure that is on their website, and a third figure altogether when it comes to the Election Commission. The question is, did the Aam Aadmi Party cook the books to evade taxes? Not a single answer there. So what we are about to do is put out facts for you. These are hard numbers, and then you can decide what the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to do. Let's quickly tell you about donations that the Aam Aadmi Party received in the financial year 2013-2014. Now, these are donations that were above 20,000 rupees, and the Aam Aadmi Party has made a big song and dance about how they are completely transparent as far as their donations are concerned. They all put it on their website. So declared in banks, the number of the amount of donations that has been declared in their banks in this particular financial year is 45 crores 74 lakh 6,911. This is not a figure, however, that reflects elsewhere. Now listed on their website in the same financial year, this is the amount of donations. Take a look at the difference. 45 crores here, 19 crores here. On their website, the amount of donations that has been listed is 19 crore 82 lakhs. Then again, that was what we showed you as the banks, the websites. There's a difference between 45 and 19 here. And then here's the figure that was filed with the Election Commission of India. Completely different. 9 crore 42,000. 42 lakh 25,475. So here's 45 crores declared in their banks, but what has been fined in the Election Commission? Just 9 crore rupees. Now, let's quickly get you the other financial year we are talking about. This is again 2013-2014. This is what we have shown you. Let's take you to the other financial year, and this also tells you exactly how possibly there was a bungling, a cooking of books, as it were. In the financial year 2014-2015, that is last year, the declared amount in banks, and these are donations we are talking about, is 65 crores 52 lakh 40,752. A completely different figure appears on their website. What is the figure on their website? Again, see the difference, 65 crores and 27 crores. Listed in their website, 27 crores 48 lakhs 71,611. What explains this difference? And this is getting worse for the Aam Aadmi Party. When they finally file an affidavit with the Election Commission for the financial year 2014-2015, what is the figure that they put out? This is the figure that they are putting out. 32 crores 46 lakh 16,662. There are some more unexplained things as well as far as the Aam Aadmi Party's donations are concerned. In the financial year 2014-2015 as well, there are 461 bogus entries that amount to 6 crore 26 lakh 27,930, which essentially means no one knows who these 461 entities are who donated this money, the 6 crore plus rupees, to the Aam Aadmi Party. There's absolutely no explanation to that, Marya.
So clearly, Shreya, in this lack of transparency, and Aam Aadmi Party, remember, has been saying that they are most transparent in all their dealings. Are they really? This is what we had exposed yesterday, and now to the CNN News 18 impact. The Income Tax Department has initiated prosecution proceedings against the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party has failed to file reply on various queries related to the mismatch that Shreya was talking about in the donors list of what is not allowed. Anything that is allowed is credit around 20,000 rupees. The Income Tax Department has told the Election Commission now that Aam Aadmi Party's registration should be cancelled and Aam Aadmi Party should reply before the 16th of May. This was first reported here on Epicentre. Arvind Kejriwal has no reply to this discrepancy that is there in Aam Aadmi Party's income tax declaration. He also has no reply to what Kapil Mishra's charges are. Listen in to what Arvind Kejriwal had to say on that.
सब झूठ है, सब झूठ है।
सर इधर हाँ सर राइट कपिल मिश्रा ने कह रहे कि हम
सब झूठ है, सब झूठ है, सब झूठ है, सब झूठ है।
Sab jhoot hai, he says everything is a lie. Well, Arvind Kejriwal himself, if you remember, is a former IRS officer. Ashish Mehrishi is the one getting us that story. He's joining us live this evening on Epicentre at 7. Ashish, 13 notices have been issued by the IT department to the Aam Aadmi Party. There's been no response from them. Today we got a lengthy lecture on EVMs, but not a single response on these charges of corruption against them. But finally, a prosecution notice has now been issued. Tell our viewers what it means.
In fact, it means major embarrassment for Aam Aadmi Party. You know, Arvind Kejriwal is himself an IRS officer, if you remember. And if his political party, Aam Aadmi Party, has to face prosecution proceedings by the income tax department, it's a major, major embarrassment. Now, if you remember, when we broke this story yesterday, there was a show cause notice issued by the exemptions department, where they have to appear before the department on the 15th of May at 3:30 p.m. because there the assessment proceedings have started. And the notice very clearly said that you are basically trying to hide the documentations. Whatever document is required, you're not basically giving that data to the income tax department. And this is what the notice had to say. It very clearly said that it appears that you are deliberately avoiding submission of documents during the proceedings. So this is something, you know, the income tax department has been trying to get from the Aam Aadmi Party. But all they have done is that they have submitted a bank statement for financial year 14-15 and maximum some income tax returns. But when it comes to hard data, from where this money has come, they're not ready to share. Now, interestingly, if you remember, we just showed it on the screen as well, that there are 461 bogus entries. We don't know who came down, who gave this money, we don't know. But if you go to 13-14 figures, we have this data with us, 874 bogus entries, which amounts to almost 19 crores 37 lakhs. Again, see, if you see this amount, 19 crore 37 lakhs, from where did these people come? Who gave this money to Aam Aadmi Party? Nobody knows. In similar case, if you go to another financial year, more than 6 crore came to the party. Who gave this money? Nobody knows. So here they have to answer, but again, prosecution proceedings have started. In case they do not reply by the 16th of May, income tax department can file a prosecution complaint in the court, and then it can be a case of willful attempt of evading taxes as well as falsification of books of accounts.
Ashish Mehrishi, appreciate your time here on Epicentre. So Aam Aadmi Party has time till 16th of May to reply to all those charges of over 800 bogus entries in year 2014-2015 and over 461 in 2013-2014. And to take that discussion forward, joining us now, Manoj Tiwari, Member of Parliament and Delhi BJP President, also joining us here on Epicentre are other guests of the Aam Aadmi Party. We have Adarsh Shastri and also former Chief Election Commissioner N. Gopalaswamy. Mr. Gopalaswamy, let me come to you first. I wonder if you saw the drama unfold in the Assembly. The Election Commission says that the EVM which goes out of the security zone of ECI does not remain the ECI EVM. Can these be not taken seriously? You know what happened in the Delhi Assembly?
Well, you know, it's something like this, you know, I have a curry, you have a curry, then you say that I have made a curry and you have a curry. Mine is a pumpkin curry and yours a brinjal curry, and both are the same because both are curries. I think nothing can be more absurd than this. The very fact that the EVM of the ECI was not the one in which the thing was shown is itself gives the game away. And after all, the Election Commission has said that whosoever wants to come and hack it and show can come and show it. Let them go and show it there.
But you know what the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal, as he got out of the assembly today, said, if you don't believe that these EVMs are the Election Commission EVMs, and I don't think they're Election Commission EVMs, but he said, if you want us to tamper other EVMs, just give us the Election Commission EVM and we'll tamper that as well. So why isn't that an offer that the Election Commission wants to take up? I mean, if this is a debate that needs to be settled, sir, why not just, you know, give them the EVM?
In any case, they have called them. They have called them, called everybody who wants to come and demonstrate. They will call them on a particular day. Let them demonstrate it.
Right. मनोज जी, आप आज इलेक्शन कमीशन के पास गए थे इनकम टैक्स डिटेल्स के साथ. जिस समय आप वहां थे, वहां पे दिल्ली असेंबली में ईवीएम का खुलासा हो रहा था. इस खुलासा और काउंटर खुलासे के बीच में हम लोग सब कंफ्यूज हो गए हैं. हो क्या रहा है दिल्ली में?
एक तो मारिया जी, मैं सबसे पहले आपको थैंक्स करना चाहता हूं. कल आपने एक बड़ा खुलासा कर दिया जिसका हमें पहले से जानकारी तो था, लेकिन इतना डिटेल्स निकालना चाहिए हमें, ये आपने प्रेरित किया हमें. और मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि अभी तो आरोप है 2 करोड़ रिश्वत लेने का, और दूसरा आरोप है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन को, जो राजनीतिक पार्टी के लिए एक मदर की तरह होता है, उसी को गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन देना. और ये गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन भी ऐसे दिया गया है कि इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट को बताया जाता है कुछ और अमाउंट, वेबसाइट पे डाला जाता है कुछ और अमाउंट, और इलेक्शन कमीशन को बोला जाता है कुछ और अमाउंट. इसकी चर्चा करने की बजाय ये ईवीएम लेके आना, ये तो मुझे पहले करप्शन सर्कस लगता था, अब कॉमेडी सर्कस लगता है. मेरे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को 2 करोड़ की रिश्वत पे जवाब देने में क्या जाता है. मुझे समझ में नहीं आता है कि कपिल मिश्रा आए थे या नहीं, सत्येंद्र जैन आए थे या नहीं, इसको बताने में 32 घंटा क्यों लग जाते हैं. और मेरा कंसर्न है कि मैं आपको थैंक्स करने के लिए बैठा हूं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन को जो झूठ दिया गया है, क्या इसके लिए उनको मान्यता पार्टी की समाप्त कर दी जाए. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. इसीलिए मैं आज इलेक्शन कमीशन गया था. हम अपनी पूरी टीम के साथ गए थे और उसकी पूरी लीगलिटी के साथ इलेक्शन कमीशन को अपना कंप्लेन दे दिया.
Adarsh Shastri is representing the Aam Aadmi Party this evening. Mr. Shastri, thank you very much for being here. Must be a difficult time for you, I'm sure. Here is Manoj Tiwari of the BJP saying what's playing out is a comedy circus in the Delhi Assembly. Here, this is classic diversionary tactics. Here's your chief, Arvind Kejriwal, accused of taking a personal bribe of 2 crore rupees. Here are allegations that are being made, and this is not just allegations. We have put out proof that there was possibly bungling done as far as your donations are concerned. Yet, in spite of, instead of answering questions on these very important issues, what we saw play out was a comedy circus on the floor of the House, where you tried to tamper an EVM machine, and we don't even know where this EVM machine came from. How do you respond to the BJP's charges to begin with?
Well, I'll answer it in 3 parts. The first being about the fact that Manojji called it a comedy circus. I find the whole idea preposterous that something which questions the validity, the legitimacy of elections, which is the bedrock, which are the EVM machines and the election commission, serious doubts raised today in the assembly about the authenticity of these machines and the way polling is conducted. Manojji is referring to them as a comedy circus. I think it should worry every Indian who
Adarsh,
believes in the
what worries everyone is the fact that you didn't question these EVMs in 2015 when you won the election in Delhi.
Let me complete.
I'm just pointing a little small thing out. You didn't raise worries about the EVMs when you won in Delhi. It's only when you lost that you're crying to the election commission saying, oh, these have been fudged.
Not only did we not raise the issue, not only did we not raise the issue of EVMs when we won in Delhi, we also did not raise the issue of EVMs when Modi ji won in Lok Sabha. We did not raise the issue of EVMs when BJP won in Haryana or in Maharashtra. We have raised this issue now because we feel that this challenge has come now. We feel that this tampering has started now,
sir,
and we believe that this is, and it's not just we are saying it. We kept sitting when this issue happened in Dholpur. We kept sitting when this issue happened in Bhind.
The election commission has asked all the political parties to come on 12th. Why not wait for another 3 days? Why this tamasha in the Delhi assembly? Only because the MLAs enjoy immunity. And you can do this drama, open up the EVM machines and say that they can be tampered with. Why not wait for 3 days and talk about it when the Election Commission has asked you to?
We have been, we have been asking for this for the last 2.5 months. And there are news which get planted that Election Commission is calling for a hackathon. There are no substantiated reports coming from the Election Commission. Now that they are calling us on the 12th, I would really ask the Election Commission not just to let us look at the machines, but give us those machines. I have myself from a technology background. I can tell you, man made machine didn't make man. It is not a complicated device to tamper. It's not that difficult.
Shastri, that's
and
exactly
I see no reason.
Point.
We know when paper ballots used to happen, somebody took the lead and TN station came above and said that, okay, let us move to EVMs. Today, if there is a lack of trust in EVMs, why is the Election Commission considering that such a sacrosanct holy cow?
Mr. Shastri, that's exactly the point of the hackathon, I think, which means calling all parties, including yours, who have raised fingers against the EVMs and you have said it's tamperable, to come and see if it's tamperable or not. I think that's the whole point of the exercise. Manoj ji, आप लोग भी क्या, BJP भी जाएगी क्या ये इस हैकाथन में जो इलेक्शन कमीशन ने बुलाया? आज जो पूरा ड्रामा हुआ दिल्ली असेंबली में कि एक पूरी मशीन लाई गई, 3 घंटे तक हमको ये बताया गया एक एक करके कि किस तरह से ये मशीन हैक हो सकती है, उसके बारे में बीजेपी का क्या व्यू है? आप लोगों के तो खैर मेंबर्स को बाहर उठा के फेंक दिया गया था ये पूरा ड्रामा शुरू होने से पहले, लेकिन आप लोगों का क्या व्यू है आज जो हुआ दिल्ली असेंबली में उसके बारे में?
देखिए, इतने बड़े शो में पिछले 3.5 मिनट से ईवीएम की चर्चा हो रही है। यही तो ये लोग चाहते हैं, ये चर्चा ही डाइवर्ट करना चाहते हैं। चर्चा रिश्वत की होनी चाहिए, चर्चा इलेक्शन कमीशन को दिए गए झूठ हलफनामे की होना चाहिए। तो ये बार बार इनको मैं बताना चाहता हूं आपको कि जो सौरभ जी आज ईवीएम लेके आए थे, वो अपने जहां घर है उनका वहां 73 सीट से जीते हैं चुनाव, तो उसमें क्यों नहीं गड़बड़ी हो गया? तो ये मैं ईवीएम पे जाना ही नहीं चाहता हूं, क्योंकि गड़बड़ी ईवीएम में नहीं, वो आम आदमी पार्टी और अरविंद केजरीवाल के दिमाग में है। इस चर्चा को ही मत लाइए, इस पूरे प्लेटफॉर्म को वेस्ट नहीं होने देते हम लोग। चर्चा होनी चाहिए कि जो हवाला के आरोप लगे हैं सत्येंद्र जैन पे, वो आगे कैसे इन्वेस्टिगेशन ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं कि नहीं, जो बार बार नोटिस दे रही इनकम टैक्स, जो इलेक्शन कमीशन को गलत बयान दिया है इन्होंने चंदा के रूप में, चंदा घोटाला हुआ है, उसके लिए ये लोग क्यों नहीं इन्वेस्टिगेशन ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, इसकी चर्चा की जगह
Mr. Shastri, will we ever get answers?
कर रहे हैं।
Mr. Shastri, will we ever get answers?
विधानसभा का भी दुरुपयोग किया।
Will we ever get answers, Mr. Shastri? A very less time left on the show, but will we ever get answers? We have press conferences, long press conferences on almost everything,
absolutely. So
but they never answer the charges that people are making.
Let me quickly. So first of all, as far as those charges are concerned, give us one corroborative evidence. Anybody can stand up and say anything that has no meaning. Manoj said rightly, income tax department, enforcement directorate, CBI, all of them are under the control of his government. Why don't they bring the corroborative evidence in front?
What more corroborative evidence?
If the investigative agencies are under his government, why don't they investigate?
But you should
why don't they bring those evidence forward?
But why are you not responding to those charges?
Doesn't help.
But why are you not responding to those charges?
Because they are baseless and fallacious.
The only argument that you have been talking about, the only issue that you have been talking about in the last, the only issue that you have been talking about in the last few weeks is EVM machines.
Those absolutely. We have been not the last few weeks, the last 2 months.
में जो जानकारी दी गई है वो गलत दी गई है.
Because there is a challenge we face. Democracy is in crisis.
Well, we don't know whether democracy is in crisis or not, Mr. Adarsh Shastri, but by the looks of it, the Aam Aadmi Party certainly is. We'll leave it there for the moment. Mr. Gopalaswamy joining us from Chennai, Adarsh Shastri from here in the national capital, and Manoj Tiwari as well. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining us on Epicenter at 7.
On that note, we are slipping into a short break. Coming up, a woman is brutalized in police custody in Jammu and Kashmir. Instead of supporting her, the state's health minister questions her character. We'll get you details from Epicenter Jammu in just few minutes from now. Stay with us.
मारिया, मिर्चा मुरझाई, मेरी पुठियां लत्तां बावां बन्नी, मिर्चा लाइया, बोतल लाई SHO ने।
वो लेडी जो है वो थोड़ी चोर लेडी है, उसके खिलाफ बहुत केसेस है, कन्विक्शन हुई, प्रोफेशनल है वो कोई लेडी।
Five days after the Supreme Court ruled that Nirbhaya's killers will hang, a shockingly similar case of brutality is coming from Jammu and Kashmir, and the accused Marya in this case are policemen.
And that's worse, Shreya, clearly. And let us tell you what we have, the details that we have. The woman alleges that she was kept in illegal detention for several days. She also alleges that police inserted a beer bottle and put red chili powder on her private parts in addition to inflicting cuts with a blade. The traumatized woman says her husband was also taken into custody and beaten up. Now let us tell you what other details that we have. The victim has refused to work at an illegal abortion center, so her employer framed her in a theft case. But here lies the shocker. Jammu and Kashmir Health Minister gave a clean chit to cops, saying that she is a thief.
Jyoti Kamal is live with us from Epicentre Jammu this evening. Jyoti, it's over to you. I believe you have the victim with you.
Yes, that's right. In fact, we are at the hospital where the victim has been kept for quite some time now. She's getting her treatment here. But before we go to her to ask her what exactly happened, let's quickly get you the lawyer representing her. What is the status of the case now? What further investigation is likely to take place now? Now that the court has also ordered that there is going to be a committee that is going to be probing the matter, what is going to happen now?
I must say this is another Nirbhaya case now at Jammu. Police has taken a clear-cut stand and strictly made a SIT after the order of the court, and Basant Rath is the chairman of the SIT along with other 3 police officials, and they have taken this very seriously, and they have to comply the order within 15 days, and application has been moved earlier under section 156 class 3 by us.
That's right. I saw the order where it has been clearly mentioned that within 15 days a compliance report has also got to be submitted. Plus her treatment here at the hospital is now being monitored by the police, ironically. While it is in fact torture inflicted by the police, now the IG has specifically been instructed that he has to monitor the treatment that takes place at the hospital here. Let's go across to her quickly to get her version. What exactly happened? क्या हुआ आपके साथ? ये सारा कुछ क्यों हुआ? ये बात कहाँ से शुरू हुई?
सीमा देवी, ये बात ध्यान शुरू हुई। ध्यान जिन घर में काम करती रही हैं।
जिस घर में आप काम करते थे?
जी, ध्यान निर्मला देवी जिंदे घर काम करनी है, किचन होंदे हैं, ते मैं बर्तन और कपड़े सफाई करनी है।
बर्तन और कपड़े की सफाई करते थे?
हाँ जी, और उनके घर अबॉर्शन का काम चलता ही।
घर में अबॉर्शन का काम चलता था?
और मैंने पता नहीं, उन्होंने मैंने क्या गंद चुकन वास्ते।
जो अबॉर्शन का गंद था वो उठाने के लिए आपको कहा?
जी, मैंने साफ मना कर दिया, मैं नहीं उठाऊंगी। मैंने मना किया, वो बेचने लगी, मगर मैंने काम नहीं करना आंटी। मैंने सीधा जवाब दे दिया, मैं अपने घर आ गई काम करके ख़त्म करके, और मैंने जवाब दे के अपने घर आई। दूसरे दिन हमारे घर मंगलवार पुलिस ले आई है, साढ़े घर पुलिस लेकर आई है और मुझे ले गई है काने चक जो SHO के शर्मा रीता।
वो कहते हैं अपने घर से चोरी की और आपने लगभग 2 लाख का सामान वहाँ से चोरी किया।
ये बिल्कुल झूठ है। जेड़े मेरे अपने जेवर ही मैं वो इन्हां नूं दे दित्ते, क्यों अस सोचे चल सानू छड्डी दे, जान खलासी कराने वास्ते अपने भी दे उड़े।
आपके अपने ही जो जेवर थे वो ही उन्होंने रिकवरी बनाकर दिखाए?
जी, वही दसे वो दिते अहीं, मगर इन्होंने नहीं छड्डे, धमकियां भी देन लगे पे। मेरा बेटा 6 साल दा, उसी भी धमकियां दे दिया, अगर तुहें नहीं मानने उसी मार देना। अहीं तां करिए सानू मजबूरी कारण
नहीं माने। वो आपसे क्या मनवाना चाह रहे थे?
भला ये चोरी की है।
चोरी की है। और आपसे क्या, आपके साथ वो टॉर्चर किया, जो कुछ उन्होंने गलत काम किया वो क्यों किया उन्होंने?
यही गल मनाने वास्ते किया उन्होंने, क्यों मारे पीटे इतों तक मेरे बोतल दिती है, मिर्चा बाथरूम वाली जगह जो SHO के शर्मा उन्हें रीता ने एक हौलदार है, एक मुड़ा हो रहा है जिनके दो ना नहीं पता।
उन्होंने आपने ऐसा भी बताया कि आपको शायद ब्लेड से भी कट लगा है, ऐसा भी किया उन्होंने?
सब कुछ किया है, दिख भी सकते हो, इतना कोई वो नहीं है। बाकी मेरी लत्तां लुत्तां भी दिख सकते हो, मेरे हाथ उन्होंने तोड़े दे, मेरी घर वाला उसे भी बगैर नजायज मारे है। मेरी
आपको आगे के लिए अब डर लग रहा है? अब आपको पुलिस की प्रोटेक्शन मिली हुई है, आईजी साहब खुद आपकी ये जो ट्रीटमेंट है इसकी सुपरविजन कर रहे हैं, अब आपको आगे को लेकर भी कोई चिंता है या आपको लगता है कि जो हुआ बहुत बुरा हुआ, उनके अगेंस्ट कार्रवाई हो, लेकिन आगे के लिए अब महसूस कर रहे हैं या नहीं?
नहीं, सानू चिंता तो है, मगर ये अं यही चाहते जो कुछ साढ़े कन्नै होवे कल दी और किसी कन्नै नहीं होना चाहिए, और किसी धी भैन कन्नै बेटी कन्नै, और जेड़ा एसएच राकेश शर्मा इस कड़ी तो कड़ी सजा मिल चाहिए।
Well, that's in fact the victim talking with us. They are saying that she wants the maximum punishment for the person who's inflicted it, who is a police officer. And now that the court is monitoring the case, a committee has been constituted, a 15-day compliance period has now been specified, and the police itself is monitoring the treatment. But nonetheless, a shocking incident here in terms of what she's reporting.
Absolutely. Jyoti Kamal, I appreciate your time here and thanks for talking to the victim. Shreya, she is traumatized and tortured, and look what the health minister had to say. He says that all allegations are politically motivated.
He's also saying the lady has questionable character. Classic. This is classic. On that note, we are slipping into a quick break on the show. Coming up next, we are telling you why students were made to remove their bras before taking their NEET exam in Kerala. Shocking details ahead. Do stay with us.
Four teachers from a Kerala school were suspended after they forced a student to remove her bra to get entry into the examination hall where she was to write her NEET paper.
These details are shocking. The police have now registered a case based on the girl's statement. This incident happened at the TIS school in Kannur on Sunday. The CBSE, of course, has put a strict dress code for the exam, that is the NEET exam, to prevent cheating, not allowing any gadgets or metals. But teachers in Kannur took it to a different level altogether. They took it a bit too far. Another student was sent back for wearing jeans with metal buttons. Well, obviously those buttons had to be metal. The father of this girl then had to travel some 4 kilometers to get her leggings. One of the students spoke to us about her absolutely harrowing experience. Listen in.
I reached there at about 9:20, and they started the usual settings and all, by lighting the torch in my ears and untying my hair, etc. Then at last they started to check me with that metal detector. At that time, when the detector reached on my shoulder, I was wearing my inner, bra. It had steel buckles on my shoulders. Then the metallic detector started to beep since it was made of buckle. Buckle was made of metal. So I shown them that this is due to this buckle. They told that without removing that substance, whatever it is, if it is made of metal, I have to remove it, and then only I can enter into the exam hall. And they told that it is the rule. So I told them that I haven't observed any such rules in that NEET dress code. I went inside and they checked me again, so they told that I have to remove my innerwear. If I had to write the exam, I had to remove the innerwear. So I asked them to give me that school toilet. Then they told that without completing the check-in, I can't enter into the school boundary. So I didn't have any much time to go out to any other house or to change my innerwear. So without removing my outer dress, I removed my innerwear and I gave that to my mother. She was waiting outside on the entrance, and I gave that to her.
The CBSE now has suspended teachers who perhaps went overboard in their attempt
Honestly,
to cheating.
They don't deserve to be teachers. If that's the level of stupidity that they are displaying, asking students, girl students, to remove their bras before entering, you know, an examination.
No explanation, absolutely.
They don't deserve to be teachers. We'll wrap the show with that. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching.
Thank you.